Okay, I'm going to say it just to explain. I'm still waiting for the SirToys stuff to arrive. Hopefully this week, sir, because I've got tonight's, I've got Fridays. Hopefully this week the SirToys stuff will arrive, and then I can just spam you with that, okay? But until then, we're going to have some official stuff, because you can get sick of KOs very quickly. So we'll just do this. We're going to review something that I got very recently. Studio Series, was it like 88, something like that? I don't care. Revenge of the Fallen Sideways. One of the most unfortunate characters that I maintain didn't actually do anything wrong and was just mercilessly murdered by RC Triplets, Sideswipe, and the twin. 6 Autobots just bullied him and killed him. He didn't do anything wrong. He was just minding his own business. Or at least that we saw. And he's this, and he's cool, and he's got the gun stored on the back. If I wiggle it loose, it has these 2 angular tabs here that go into little grooves either side of the exhausts. But I'll put it over there for now. And there he is. And just trying to make sure it's all plugged together properly. I did it quickly in preparation for review. There you go, that's better. There you go. Transforming things quickly for a review is just a bit... you're guaranteed to do it wrong, and then the figure looks bad. Yeah. He's very pretty, though, isn't he? Let's be honest, he's very pretty. Kind of wish the lines went over this piece, but that's for transformation, so I understand. Again, kind of wish they went over this piece, but again, transformation, blah, blah, blah. Boring, boring, makes sense. Could do with a license plate, but does it matter? The grill's picked out. Brake lights are picked out. Ooh, it's quite pretty. Ooh, it's pretty. All the mesh. Ooh, it's lovely. Ooh, it is lovely. And he's a car, he's a fast car, and he does that, and he rolls, and yeah, he does car stuff. Size comparison, well, I've got the old standard, the good old-fashioned Legacy drag strip, and with that he looks quite small. But I thought, just to prove the point, let's bring in another Movie Deluxe Studio Series, I believe, figure. Studio Series Barricade. We'll take his stupid weapon off as well. Give me a stupid weapon thing that I don't like. Go away. So, they are similar sizes. If anything, I'd say he's slightly bigger than Barricade. Blah, 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 blah. Can't talk today. But there's not a huge amount in it. Okay, move you out of the way. And we shall get on to transformation. Okie pokey. See, some of these panels don't always want to line up. He still looks great, don't get me wrong. He feels nice, but some of the panels don't quite want to line up. Now, I don't know if I've done something wrong. It's quite possible. You know me by now. I'm not exactly an expert on these things. Does that make it all fit better? Is that better? Do you like that more? These pieces have got to be all the way back. I'll explain what they are in a minute. There you go. It likes that better. Okay? So, transform it. There's talking in the background. I hope you can't hear that. I'm going to pop this loose from here. Not you. Pop that loose. And from here. And wiggle it loose. There's a peg here that goes into a little hole there. There you go. And this tab here, this little hook piece, goes into a groove in there. There. So we're going to pop this loose. Get that loose, and then we're going to push that out. You got a nail or something that helps. Fold that up. Now his doors are open. Nah, he's not one of those cars, sorry. Might as well get this piece and fold that out. This little piece here. Get this one. Fold that out. These are things basically just to help tidy up the alt mode, you know, when you transform it back. So I might as well just undo them now. And now the main thing is to get this wheel, rotate it down, and hope it doesn't pop off the ball joint. Rotate it down and just trying to wiggle. See, this is one of the things that fights me. I need to rotate it a bit more. I'm trying to rotate this so that the ball joint will stay in and pull this piece out, this double hinge here. Need to get that out. You know what? Forget it. Just for the sake of review, I'm going to do that. I've already floor polished it. Can you see in there? But I might coat it in super glue so it's a bit tighter. Get that out to there. Okay. Let's try this side. See if this one wants to fight with me. This one of them's worse than the other. You might have to pop this up a little bit. See, this one is staying on. That one just jumped off. There you go. Get that out. There, it's done. What do you think? Alright. Okay. We're going to get this bit folded up and pin there. We'll get these. Okay. Can you work out what that is? Well, that's the head. These are the feet. So we're going to separate them. They just tab in there. And they tab. There's a tab here that goes into that square hole there. Pop that loose, rotate it all the way down, and straighten the leg out. Pop it, rotate it all the way down, straighten the leg out a bit. Okay, so that's what we got there. At which point we can rotate this, which will probably pop that panel loose from the bonnet, or hood if you're American. Pop that loose. And now we basically want to fold all this up. So this is all together like that. And rotate this through. This tab goes into a little notch in there. Can you see that little groove there? This little tab goes in there. Get that. So it goes in there. Get to there. Rotate this down, and there's a tab there. See that? Goes into that big groove there. Goes in there. At which point you fold this whole boot section down, or trunk, whatever you guys call it. Fold this down the back. Rotate the wings down a little bit out of place. Turn it around. Rotate the arms around. And get this, and it's on a double hinge, which you fold back and shove the hands there. At which point you can adjust them to your preference, open and close, whatever. And make sure the shoulders set up right. Oh, that keeps popping off. Doing my head in. Right. Take this up a bit, make sure the shoulder's all set up nice and sorted. Good, okay, that panel's out. Double hinge this back and into place there. Sort the thumb out. Okay, good. And the only thing left to do is just mess this piece up. And it is basically just messing it up. You fold that bit in, fold this bit out, and you do that to it. Because that's a thing. Fine. And turn this foot around and all the rest of it. There you have Sideways in his robot mode. And let's lift that up slightly so you can get him there. And he looks alright. Honestly, he does. He looks okay. He looks really good. The arms are huge. The legs are not that bad. If the arms weren't so huge, the legs wouldn't look so small. But the legs are actually probably in proportion. Feet are quite big, but they probably need to be. The backpack's actually really nice, compacted down. Might be able to see through it a little bit, but honestly, it's not that bad. It's actually quite nice. The arms, when they stay on, are fine. They usually... He's fine. The head is quite nice. Do a bit more like black and stuff in the creases, you know, like a panel lined or something. Otherwise, it's effectively a giant silver blob. There's a lot of detail in there, but you can't pick it out. Stuff on the body, the legs. There's a couple little silver highlights on the legs, but possibly not enough. And the legs kind of look like they should fold like that, but they don't, and they do actually bend all the way back. They've just got a giant lump on the front of the car, front of the thigh. Makes the proportions look weird, but it works. It's got a swivel, ball joint, open and closing hands, Head is on a ball joint, I believe. Yeah, feels like it's on a ball joint. Feet are on ball joints. The ankles are quite loose. I have floor polished them. Oh, there's a swivel there as well. Oh, look at that. Look how good he is. I have swiveled. Sorry, I have floor polished them, but it's not making a huge difference. I feel like that notch should be trimmed out so the ankle can tilt more that way, but I don't want to play with it that much. But all in all, he does look really nice, and he feels really nice, and he is good. I just might want to do something with that shoulder. But he looks alright. I mean, maybe a lick more paint, highlight some details and stuff would be better. Maybe I'll do that. Who knows? But he does look really good. The slight niggles, really, ball joints and stuff aside, I'll ignore all that. But the slight niggles come in when you bring the weapon in. And the weapon itself, we didn't really look at. It's that. It's got 3 barrels on it. It's got some detail moulded into it. It's got a peg there. I assume 5mm. It's got a big hole. And I dropped it. And that's about it. This is fine. It's, you know, it's a weapon. It's not going to blow your world, but it's fine. And to equip it, what you do is you open up the hand, flip back the thumb. You get this tab here. You slide it over the hand, and you put that tab into this groove here. Sorry, into this slot. See that there? That tab goes in there. So you line it up. That slides into there. And you see that tiny little kink in the thumb there? That goes over that ridge. So you rotate it over the top and it locks on. And that holds the gun. And this is supposed to copy, reimagine like the computer game, the old Revenge of the Fallen game, because he was the best character in it. Because he was running around machine gunning things to bits, and it was awesome, rather than the slow ones where he just got shot and died. So he's sort of like pew 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 pew, and that's cool. I appreciate that. That's good. No problem with that at all. Again, bit of paint would be nice, but so what? The problem comes in when you go, okay, let's store it. Actually, I'm an idiot. I didn't even think of that. You can just shove it back in there. Why has everyone acted like there's nowhere to store the weapon? Oh, you know what? Everyone needs to get shot. Because we're all morons. No weapon storage. It's the exact same vehicle weapon storage. I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. I was gonna rip this figure to pieces saying there's no storage, blah, blah, blah. It's exactly the same as a vehicle. I'm an idiot. I apologise. I am dumb. Size comparison. Well, we can bring in good old Wild Rider. And yeah, it's been a while since I've seen someone make Wild Rider look tall, but alright, fair enough. But alternatively, let's bring in Studio Series Stinger. Oh, his face is terrible. That needs fixing. Because he is also a movie deluxe. And yeah, he's probably about the right size. I feel sorry for this fella. I like this figure. I'm going to have to do something to that face because that's awful. I didn't do anything to that, did I? Or did I? I hope not, because I ruined it if I did. I don't know, I'm going to have to do something to that because I feel sorry for him now. A couple of his joints need tightening as well. But still, point is, he's not a very big deluxe, but he is a deluxe and he's probably about the right size for what he should be. And I like him. That shoulder annoys me. You know, the thing is, when I first got him and I transformed him and all the rest of it, that shoulder popped off. So I floor polished that shoulder, didn't floor polish this one. Transformed him the next, you know, when everything dried, transformed him, that shoulder popped off. Okay, floor polished that shoulder. Waited for it all to dry, transformed him, that shoulder keeps popping off. So that shoulder fixed in the first time. This shoulder fighting with me. Typical. Anyway, I'm going to scarper because it's time and I'm hungry and I need to do things. And yes, hopefully at some point, the SirToys box will arrive. Hopefully, at least by the weekend, where I'm going to start recording videos for the next week or so. But we'll do a live stream for that, so we'll sort it. But for now, he's awesome. Belush just kept teasing me that he had him. He warned me the ankles were loose. Didn't tell me anything about the shoulders, but that could just be my copy. I'm going to Scarper. So, I should be ugly. I should be wretched, and I shall see all of you in the next one on Friday, which is an official figure, because I've already recorded it. And then knockoffs will happen. Bye!